Alright, guys. It is time for I Cast Your Freaking Awesome Replays. And today's challenge, we're going to be casting the Salt Mine Challenge. We've got a couple of replays in from all of you fucking beautiful people out there. Thank you very much for sending your replays in of people being salty as fuck. I heard some of you also sent in replays of yourself being salty as fuck. So let's have a little bit of fun, shall we? Down here in the bottom left-hand side, in the red, the Zerg. It is negligent. Oh, he is. They are negligent. These drones haven't been fed in weeks. Fucking take care of your kids, negligent. Up here in the top right-hand side, in the blue, representing VCOM, it's Genesis. With that fucking sick new ghost picture. Already up there. Very nice. So, yeah, if you guys want to get your replays in for next week, someone activate the command in chat for me. Activate that command. The challenge is ignorance is bliss. You're not allowed to scout. Haha! Have fun with that one, dickheads. I just fucking tried it on the ladder now, and I think it was an interesting adventure. It was not too bad until I got fucking ravaged by mech. But yeah, it was a little bit surprising when my opponent rocked up with 16 Hellbats and 2 Liberators. Would have been nice to scout that before it arrived at my base, but you know, whatevs. It's all right. It's all right, there we go. Standard game in silver, says XPHI. I don't scout anyways, says Hypersova. Yeah, you bunch of fucking plebs. Exactly. I keep giving you guys easy as fuck topics. Like, easy as fuck. So this one's very accessible, as always. Send in your most exciting replays. So don't be sending in an hour and a half long Raven game. We're not even, Eon Blue's probably not even going to watch that, man. So Eon Blue, my mod, he sorts through the replays for us, and he takes a look-see. But yeah, you got to remember, you know, actually send in an action-packed game, and it doesn't matter if it's high level. People say, oh, action-packed, it's got to have good micro and stuff. No, fuck off. When we get a rare bronze replay sent in, it is the highlight of my week. It makes me so happy because it's a different game. It's a more fresh game. There's things that happen in bronze that can't happen in any other league. So I want those bronze replays. I want some silver replays. Hell, if you're GM, I'll take those replays as well. It's not about skill level. It's about the games being silly as fuck and somewhat entertaining. And of course, expect me to make a lot of fun of you and probably call you a dickhead a bunch of times. But as long as you can handle a light ribbing, then you should be all right. They never would have designed that brand of condoms if people didn't like a little bit of a ribbing, if you know what I mean. I don't know how there's any way you could not know what I mean, because I basically spelled it out for you. You know, sometimes I say things as if I'm pretending to be witty or coy, when in actual fact it's the equivalent of a man assailing you on the street with a gigantic dildo. It's not exactly subtle, the jokes that come out of me during this show. It really is Fun Day Monday, with a lot more swearing and a lot of potty humor. We like poo jokes, we like wee jokes, we like dick jokes. I'm trying to mix in a few more vagina jokes in the interest of diversity. I also think vagina jokes are just criminally underused in general, as I think all genitalia are rather entertaining when you think about it. But long story short, this fucking Terran's on one base, and they're making a shit ton of Widow Mines. So we've got some Widow Mines, we've got some Medevacs, we've got a fucking reactor there as well. We've got one base mass Widow Mine from Genesis. And I don't know about you boys and girls, but that makes me a little bit wet. I feel a little bit of a jiggling in me innards. I feel excited because this is going to be fucking good. We're going to see Widow Mine drops, and I think it's going to be followed by more Widow Mine drops, probably to be followed by maybe Liberators and then some more Widow Mine drops. And there are a few things that make me happier in life than that. So I have a feeling it's Genesis that set this replay in. I think Negligent might turn into a bit of a salty fuck by the end of this game. Let's see how these Widow Mine drops go. For now, look at this big 3-base economy. There's a decent number of drones. We've got spores going down as well for Negligent. But couple of cheeky burrow boys just making their way across the map. They're going to be heading in and seeing how it goes. So here we go. Oh, look at this baity little fucker. Ha ha! Ah, what a dickhead. That Marine says, come and get me. And the Zerglings aren't the brightest, you know. They break out of their cage and they come and they get this. But Borat's sister, not to be perturbed, does survive that ordeal, thankfully. So the Widow Mines are going to have a bit of a burrow here. That drone goes down. Oh, fuck me. That queen gets turned into a fine bloody mist. The Widow Mines pick up and say, see you, mate. I'll be back later, okay? No worries. The queens are like, what the fuck just happened? Let's fucking stop that from ever happening again, you piece of shit. Meanwhile, this little marine chasing that overlord over there. We've got an engineering bay in the north. Oh, fuck, I thought so. It's another Widow Mine drop, also a Liberator. So this is one of the most advanced units in the game. Now, a lot of people are worried about using advanced units. They say, I'm not sure if I have the skills required to use that. Now, the great thing about the Liberator is what you do is you tell it to siege up on a mineral line in a random location, and then you win the game, usually right afterwards. Look at the skill. Oh my gosh, look at the skill. Well, to be fair, that's probably one of the worst Liberator siege ups I've seen all this week. Thanks a lot, Genesis, for not proving my point, you dickhead. Is going to siege up on top of the Spore Crawler and the Queen. Genesis is, okay, and now going to shoot an Overlord. Okay, maybe not the best moves from Genesis. Also, friendly fires his own fucking medevac down. Which was kind of glorious there. Where'd the other medevac go? Did it just get shot down as well? Fuck me. I think it just flew in and died as well, did it? Or was that the same one? I don't even fucking know, man. Long story short, I thought Genesis was going to take Negligent to Dicktown, but now I think Genesis might have accidentally stepped onto the train, because that was pretty fucking terrible. And now Negligent is just like, hey, I'm Zerg. What does Zerg do at any point in the game, no matter what's happening ever? Do you guys know? Riddle me this. What does Zerg do? They fucking build drones, followed by more drones, and then a fourth base, which, you know, you're up against a guy who's just taken his natural. He's on 1.5 base economy. I think you need a fourth as Zerg. I think a safe economy lead, probably about 70 to 80 workers ahead of your opponent. Sounds like the Zerg thing to do. Yeah. Pretty standard fare. These Liberators are saying we could siege up 2 mineral lines simultaneously and ruin Negligent's economy, or we could very, very slowly annihilate one spiky Overlord. I mean, I know it feels good to go and bash up fucking perverted Overlords, but realistically, Liberators, you're pretty high tech, you cost a lot of gas and fuel, you've got a more important job to do. They're like, you know what? Okay, we'll go do that job. We'll fly directly over the creep because we're very secretive. Wait, nah, let's have another think about it. Let's turn around, then let's go back in, then let's turn around, then let's go back in. Wait a second, let's join up. It's fucking Widow Mine Liberator. Oh my god, Genesis is trying to bait the queens into the Widow Mines. Have you guys ever seen such an advanced fucking maneuver as this? Genesis bringing out the big brain plays. Look at this Hellion. The Hellion's like, come and get me, come and get me, come and get me, come and get me, come and get me. Negligent's like, no, I fucking gotcha, you dickhead. Haha. These Hellions like, come and get us, come and get us, come and get us. These queens are like, nah, fuck you, mate. I've got transfuse. You're a fucking idiot. I'm not going to attack into that. And Genesis is going to back off with the tricky D-bag plays. I like it. Genesis here, going for trickiness more than anything else in this match, trying to be as frustrating as possible. And Negligent's like, can you just get the fuck off me, creep mate? I'm using my most high damage bad boys in the game. I'm definitely not distracted. This micro at this skill level is the most important thing to do here. When you're floating 3,500 minerals and have been supply blocked for 2 minutes straight, it's important to land your transfuses, boys and girls. Remember that. The Widow Mine Liberator Assault isolates the expansion. Unfortunately, none of these units are able to attack buildings, so they say, I guess we just have to leave now. And they do just that. Negligent still here is like, nah, I don't need to focus on spending my money or injecting me hatcheries. I've got a micro me for 2 damage queens. This is the important thing to focus on right now. Now, let's be real. There are 11 Mutalisks on the way, but did Genesis see this, or is Genesis, clearly a map hacker, is building missile turrets. Must be a map hacker. It's the only explanation. We do have ship weapons on the way for Genesis, who still has an amazing set of production in the form of 2 factories and a starport. Does have a 3rd up and a 4th on the way as well. So the Mutmuts are out now, and they're chilling. They're just chilling. Okay, they're gonna just do some Flappy Bird games. These are, of course, my favorite Mutalisk skin. Abathur basically is such a fucking show-off. He's just like, yeah, Blizzard lore team, you guys can get fucked. Notice how many Mutalisks have holes in their wings. They're speed holes. They make them flap harder and faster. The lore teams, they're like, oh, fuck, how are we going to justify this one? Abathur, you're a real cunt, you know that? And he's like, yeah, I know. But seriously, they look cool, don't they? They've got spikes on their head as well. They've got little fucking... They look like they're from a punk band in the year 2000, you know? They've got just their little gelled up spikes with little bleached tips. You see? They got the little bleached bony tips in their hair. And they're fucking there, and they're all fucking carbon copies of Blink-182. And you're like, wow, you guys make such original, amazing music. I really like it. It's fucking fantastic. Can we please get another Sum 41? We need another 26 bands like this. Oh, don't even mention Good Charlotte. Amazing band, great music. Really my fave. And the Mutmuts come in and fly into the only location that is filled with turrets. There's a wide open main base. Oh, fuck me. You're kidding me. Genesis looking for some traps over here. There's a wide open main. But there is a pack of libs as well. So it's pure Liberator Widow Mine. So Genesis here, yeah. I think we can call this the ultimate D-bag play for sure. I think if you lose to this, you're going to be pretty frustrated as Negligent for sure. Drilling Claws is done, as well as ship plating. +1 flyer weapon's going to be done soon as well. And the Hellions coming forward. The Mutmuts are like, get off me, creep, you dickhead. Negligent here with some pretty fucking sick creep spread, to be real. This is pretty fucking good, but you do need things that kill Widow Mines. Now, I don't know if you guys know about this, but Mutas don't kill Widow Mines. Banelings really fucking good against Widow Mines, actually, if they're all in a big clump like that. But I kind of have a feeling it's not going to work out that way. Look at this from Genesis. Genesis finally has a couple things that can hit buildings. A couple of Hellbat boys, little Bernie Flame boys. They got their shields. They got their tires up on their back right now. The Mutas are thinking about it. And I don't... Oh, no. Okay. All right, look at this. Negligence like, do I spread me Mutas out? Do I do some fancy micro? Who's going to be going to Dicktown in this game? I really don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be some salt either way. I think it's going to be Negligent, who's a bit of a salty lad after this game. But we're going to have to wait and see. Look at that fucking sick unburrow here. Genesis is still just basically playing an entire strategy that is based on him just going, nah, come and get me, cunt. Come and get me. That's the entire fucking strategy summed up in one line is, come and get me, dickhead. Like, it's just literally waiting for the one moment where Negligent loses his cool and A moves into these fucking Widow Mines. And I feel like it's going to be fucking disgusting when it happens, because there's been 2 Overseers made, but they're on the same control group as the Mutmuts. And the other units don't have a control group. Now, there's one thing in my experience to do with players who don't have their Lingbane on a control group against a billion Widow Mines, also enough Liberators to one-shot the Mutalisks. I feel like Negligent's gonna get brutally, savagely decapitated. But I'm not gonna call it before it happens, guys. Let's see. Oh. Nice little Widow Mine there. Does get a good shot off. Negligent's like, man, you're a bit of a fucker. Can I just... Oh, there we go. Look at this sick micro. Deactivated one of the 47 Widow Mines on the field. Oh, fuck me! Those Zerglings just get their bodies fucking smeared across the ground. And you know, Negligent's having a bit of a tough time of it, trying to figure out what to do with this gigantic fuck-off bank. Both players maxed out now. It's 14 Libs, 13 Hellions, and 19 Widow Mines. Up against 16 Hydras, 16 Mutas, and 14 Banelings. I'm just going to wait and watch at this point. I'm going to sit back, put me feet up, and just say, I can't wait. There's going to be some fireworks one way or another. Either these Banelings find the juicy center of those Widow Mines and Genesis's whole game plan amounts to get fucked, or the other way around, and these units clump up in range of those Widow Mines, and they take the Zerg to Dicktown. Let's see exactly how this goes. I like this. Trying to do the, I'm going to bait the Widow Mines out, that never works. It's the #1 waste of APM whenever the opponent builds Widow Mines. Always love it. Oh, these Liberators on siege. I can't even commentate that one. I can just fucking laugh in excitement. That's that moment when you run to tackle the guy and he just pulls his knife out of his sheath and just kind of points it at you, and you impale yourself on his fuck off big blade and you go, shit, that's, ow, oh, no! To be real there, Negligent did pull the friendly fire into the libs, killed about 6 of the libs with the Widow Mines, but lost every single fucking corruptor at the same time. The mass liberator Widow Mine here is working out pretty well. Genesis is having a good time of it, and Negligent's answer is to mass ravages. Oh no. If there's one unit which is really good at picking off just 1 or 2 Widow Mines out on their own, maybe 3 or 4, it's the Ravager. Same with 1 or 2 Liberators. You land a couple piles, you take it down. Fuck yeah, pretty awesome. When you're dealing with 46 mines and 13 Liberators, you better have fucking Cyril's APM if you want to take that down with corrosive bile, mate. You better have about 46 Ravagers and be an absolute god, because you're going to need to micro like the fucking best Zerg in the world to pull that shit off. I think Negligent's a little bit thrown off, doesn't really know what to build. It's Corruptor, Ling, Roach, Ravager, Hydra. It's a little bit of a rando combo, and behind this, range libs, BCs, Ravens are on the way. Genesis is up to 5 fucking bases. Wait, make that 6 bases. We've got more starports with reactors and tech labs on the way. Already up to +2 ship plating, +3 almost done as well. This is fucking beautiful, this game is. Negligent, unsure of what to do. Unsure of how to close this game out. Genesis is just gonna fucking push his spoon around the fucking plate. He's making some mashed potato Zerg flavored fucking diorama out of his meal right now. He's just playing with the food in the most entertaining way. I'm not saying he's won the game yet, but I feel like psychologically after those last few fights, Negligent's a little bit fucking lost. He's like, oh, fucking, I'm gonna make the Ravagers to kill the Battlecruisers. Shit. We've got +1 range on the way, +3 carapace, and more roaches. The perfect unit against Widow Mine. Liberator BC, of course. These BCs gonna go on a little bit of a fucking tour over there. Your mission is to fucking kill some shit and then teleport home before you die. Also, you've got spikes. So if you run into a Mutalisk, remember, you can always ram it. Just kind of ram it on the side a little bit. Just give it a bit of the shoulder. And that actually does 120 damage. Don't know if anyone knows about that ability with the new skin. It's pretty cool. Does pretty well. They always knew adding spikes on the giant fuck-off capital ship would be a useful addition. Here we go. Oh, fuck me. Negligence out of position. The fucking Battlecruisers are coming in on the left-hand side, but they're being ignored. Negligence like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it. Look at this fucking bunch of Widow Mines, eh? They're just gonna try and burrow right on top. Look at that corrosive pile. Couple of fireworks go off, but Negligent with some fucking sick micro here. A shredder lands on all of them. Unfortunately for Genesis, none of Genesis's units actually attack. Oh, wait. Scratch that. 4 range Liberators against 36 Ravagers. Oh my god, it's a fiery field of fuck off death right now, as every single Ravager turns into a fiery fucking corpse of a Zerg. The Liberators unsiege and say, mate, we've got +3 ship plating. Time to take your liberatory fucking corruptor ass to Freedom Town. They all get annihilated. Go fuck yourself, you stupid cunt. Negligent, a man after me own heart, says you are a fucking stupid cunt. I like it. It's a classic bit of salt, but you know what? I think really we've got to give props to Genesis here for the more than twice as cost-efficient game. Just fucking annihilated with the mass Widow Mine Liberator. That whole early game, come and get me, ha ha ha, me Widow Mine fucked yous up, didn't it? GG, well played. Fucking Genesis there, baiting the salt out of Negligent. Good on ya. GG, well played.